Grace and peace, everybody. So good to see you. So good to see you. Now, what I want to present to you this glorious Saturday is a ministry moment. And I'm coming from the topic to cry loud and spare not. Cry loud and spare not. I want you to know that you have something to contribute. You have something valuable that you need to say. You have an awesome testimony that God has given you. Do not let anybody stifle your testimony. Some of you have some testimonies that are so horrid, so devastating, and so traumatic that if you were bold enough to tell your testimony in the first place, that is victory within itself. But the other hurdle is how people will receive your testimony. Don't stifle your testimony because it makes other people uncomfortable. Because you are not here for anybody else but the glory and the testimony of Jesus Christ. And so, if you have a story to tell that is horrid, that is devastating, tell your story. This is the day, this is the time, and this is definitely the season. No day like today, no time like the present. And if you have been telling your story and you have gotten backlash from telling your story, do not let it stop you. You carry on. As a matter of fact, carry on with even more vigor and more purpose. I'm talking to you, you, and you. I was going to say something else, but I'm going to refrain for now. I'm going to refrain for now because it is not yet the season to release that specifically. But I'm imploring you, do not stifle your testimony. Do not stifle your testimony. Cry loud and spare not. They don't have no hell or heaven to put you. And when God rescued you, when God delivered you, when God saved you, when God healed you, when God took you out of that thing that was supposed to kill you, you can't keep that to yourself. And yes, you are supposed to write a book and detail it, but you're also supposed to say it out of your mouth. Make a clarion call. Make people know that you are not ashamed of the gospel of Jesus Christ. If you were molested, you tell it. If you were raped, you tell it. If you contracted a disease that is incurable, you tell it. If you went to prison, you tell it. If you killed someone, you tell it. If you were accused wrongfully and spent many years in prison for it, and there were some things that you went through in prison while you were serving your time, you tell it. If you at one point in your life live a dastardly life where you did dastardly things and you are now delivered from those things you used to do and you repented for it and God has delivered you and set you free, you tell it. Because we overcome by the blood of the Lamb and the power of our testimony. You do not know whose deliverance, whose salvation you are holding hostage because you are not telling your story. The world needs to hear about the Jesus that saved you and not the Jesus that they see on TV in teleevangelism and the Jesus representatives that are getting in trouble and going to prison and getting charges. They want to hear about the Jesus that you are emphatic and enthusiastic about. So you tell it. Like and subscribe on YouTube and TikTok. Have a magnanimous day today and cry loud and spare not. Bye, guys.